Well, what we can tell you right up off the top is that the exit polls that we saw on Friday were in a sense all over the place. In Rajasthan, 7 of 10 agencies predicted a BJP win. In MP, it was 5 each. In Chhattisgarh, there mostly appears to be a consensus on a Congress win. In Telangana, unanimity among 7 agencies that there could be a big upset of the BRS in the offing if the Congress does really well. But that's all in the past. Today is all that matters. We'll have an NDTV team today. Through the day, we'll bring you the latest, the quickest, and the most credible election results. It's starting now. It will not end in terms of our analysis till late at night.
Well, absolutely. And it's going to be really interesting, Vishnu, a battle for survival in a certain sense as far as the Congress in Madhya Pradesh is concerned. But Rajasthan is going to be key because, you know, there's parampara politics here, as we've been telling you. It's a 3-decade-old pattern of a revolving door. So can Ashok Gehlot really change that? I want to first bring in Vedant Agarwal joining us from Jaipur this morning. Vedant, you've been in Rajasthan. You've travelled through this election in the state. What's the sense that you have? What's going to happen today is the big question, but what's the sense that you have?
Well, Rishika, I come to you from outside a rather quiet Congress office this morning, and I'd like to show you something. All these banners that are put up here, one thing that is sort of very prominent here is this motto that the Congress has had through this election, and that is Congress Fir Se. So that is what Ashok Gehlot's ambitious pitch has been, to buck the revolving door of politics, beat anti-incumbency and return to power as a chief minister for the 4th time. Now, let me tell you first very quickly what's happening on the ground right now. So first of all, the Congress has appointed its central observers, including Bhupinder Singh Hooda, Mukul Vasnik. So they are likely to come to Jaipur perhaps later in the day. That is what we're hearing from sources. And what's also very interesting, Rishika, is that both the Congress and the BJP have already started reaching out to independents and rebels. Now remember, as far as both the Congress and the BJP are concerned, 40 rebels, there are close to 40 rebels from both the parties who were denied tickets, and they went on to contest elections independently. So both the Congress and the BJP have started reaching out to them. In fact, yesterday the Congress had a strategy meeting, so did the BJP. In fact, we had the top leaders of the BJP, including Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, here in Jaipur holding that key strategy meeting. So they've started reaching out to rebels. So rebels are going to play an important part in this particular election, because remember, if the exit polls are to be believed, as you said, it's going to be a cliffhanger. And then rebels will play a crucial role. As far as the Congress is concerned, well, all top leaders have arrived in Jaipur. Ashok Gehlot, who was in his constituency, Sardarpura, earlier yesterday, and now he's back to Jaipur. He is at his residence. And also, as far as the BJP is concerned, what we are hearing is that 2 senior leaders of the BJP will arrive in Jaipur later in the day. Because remember, it's going to be, as I said, if it's a cliffhanger, then rebels and independents are going to play a crucial role. Now, as far as the CM choice is concerned, that is perhaps a later question. But for the Congress, the last minute pitch by Gehlot also, we remember he put out that tweet with Sachin Pilot, trying to project a united face. As far as the BJP is concerned, it's not projected a CM face. Diya Kumari, Balak Nath, Vasundhara Raje are all front runners as far as that is concerned.
All right, Vedant, hang on a second. Let's quickly keep let's keep the strike rotating. Let's go quickly across to Manish Kumar, who also joins us. Manish is in Raipur right now. Is there I think, Manish, and you'll agree that we know who is going to be winning these elections on the basis of the number of laddus which have been ordered. So let's forget the exit polls. Let's do the laddu count among the Congress and the BJP. Who's ordered more laddus?
Obviously, based on the exit polls, it is the Congress and Congress candidates which has ordered the maximum number of laddus and other sweets also. But Vishnu, as far as exit poll is concerned, based on that, the Congress leadership is also not very, satisfied. They are also keeping their fingers crossed. And one of the main reason is that in the final vote share, unlike past, like in 2018, there was a vote share difference of 10%. But in most of the exit polls, somewhere BJP has narrowed that gap, even though the exit polls are showing a comfortable majority For Congress, of course, Congress is nowhere in the position to repeat the 2018 seat performance. But this time, the Congress party leaders are hopeful that they will be able to cross at least 55, which is a kind of psychological, very comfortable number for them. But obviously, somewhere the BJP leaders are also hopeful that based on the campaigning by all their top leaders, especially the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they were able to change the momentum. Especially they made some promises like 12,000 for women. This is called Mahatari Yojana, which was topped up by the Congress in the middle of the campaign by offer of 15,000. Of course, Congress also made once again repeated the promise of loan waiver for all the farmers, which is they are saying that it was a game changer for them in the middle of the campaigning, because somewhere the campaigning was not gaining momentum here because the polling was also in two phases. But obviously, I will ask my camera person Habib to show you some hoardings inside this Congress party headquarters in Raipur. That most of these hoardings are, Vishnu, about the work which was done by the Congress regime in the last 5 years. And based on that, they are saying that the Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel popularity as well as somewhere anti-incumbency popularity was also high, and also the anti-incumbency, unlike past, was quite manageable for them. Vishnu.
Right. Well, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in Chhattisgarh, because here's where there appears to be some unanimity as far as the polls are concerned,
right,
of a clear Congress win retaining the state. Anurag Dwari is also joining us from Madhya Pradesh, and we have Uma Sudhir joining us from Telangana. These are our experts who've been tracking the election on the ground. But we also have Sandeep Shastri and Manisha Priyam with us in our Delhi studios. Both need no introduction whatsoever. They're the experts as far as the elections are concerned. Thank you very much for joining us. But very quickly, Anurag, if I can come to you, my home state of Madhya Pradesh, so I'm particularly excited to see what happens this time around. What's been interesting, and we've been talking about it in the studio as well, is that Madhya Pradesh is a very hard state to predict, primarily because of the wafer-thin majorities that we saw in the last election. Wafer-thin victories for the Congress party the last time around. We all know what happened after. But what's it looking like this time around? The BJP particularly has gone all guns blazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was just listening to Vishnu and Manish ji, and I wish I was there in, Gwalior to have Bahadura ke laddu. And but in Bhopal, there was one joke doing the rounds on WhatsApp saying कि सारे हलवाइयों को order मिले हैं पर order किसने दिए पता ही नहीं है. So we don't know, as all the exit polls, though maximum of the exit polls predicted a re-return of the BJP here in Madhya Pradesh, but few of them, Mr. Kamalnath is also equally emphatic and said that the Congress will form the government with a huge majority. So it's just a matter of your hours now, but as you have rightly pointed out, Rishika, this election was all about women empowerment and Ladli Behna. So BJP is also banking on this Ladli Behna scheme because if you remember, Congress started the Nari Samman, but after that BJP's, the whole campaigning got momentum after this Ladli Behna scheme was announced, and from 1,000 to 1,250, and now the BJP has promised that if they will form the government, they will increase this amount to 3,000 rupees, and we have seen, how women voters voted in few of the seats, like in Sihawal, where Kamleshwar Patel, he's a member of the CWC, around 85% women have voted in comparison to, male voters, they were only 65%. So it will be very interesting to see how the women voters have voted here in Madhya Pradesh after all this Ladli Behna and Nari Samman Yojana.